1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon, hoping you will tune into our show.
We are instilled with the capability to kill, because that's how we hunt our prey, to eat it. But I think in a social aspect, I think nowadays it is all too easy for somebody to take somebody else's lives, and I don't even think they hesitate or blink while doing it. To be perfectly honest, that is my opinion. I think some people, like you said, no amount of punishment will ever bring back a loved one. I know this all too well. Of these past 2.5 years, I've lost 11 people through death. So no, like you said, no amount of crying, punishment, wailing, whatever, won't ever bring anybody back. But I also feel on the opposite side of that, especially in the case of murder, that there are some people that just don't deserve to have their own life, I suppose. If you're willing to take somebody else's life maliciously, I don't believe that you should have your life.
Yeah. Well, I'm not. Just to clarify, I'm not condoning what is done. I'm not in any way condoning the taking of somebody else's life. But we're not talking about a premeditated, we're not talking about premeditation here. We're talking about somebody that has done something probably out of character, I would say.
How do you know that?
Well, there's not been any documentation of him killing somebody else, has it?
No, but it could have been premeditated, I would have thought.
Well, even if it's premeditated, what does he have? What's the motive? What does he have against these people that he's killed? Does he have something against them? Are they co-workers or ex-co-workers? I don't know. And on that, I'm thinking that the guy it's just something that is done, and he's not giving it a thought, and he's just gone and done it, and something is clicked in his head that isn't supposed to click. Not in the right way anyway. Click is, yeah, but something's happened. There's been a reaction in his brain, the chemicals in his brain, and I think that needs help. Would you apply that to any murder then? Right, that's a very good question. That's why I said, number one, I'm not condoning what he's done, and then number two, it's not premeditated. So if a husband's gone and killed his wife, if a wife's gone and killed his husband, if a child's killed their dad, if somebody's had an argument in the street and they took out a knife or a gun and taken the life of somebody else, yes, there is punishment, right? But if somebody's gone with an AK-47, gone to somewhere like Oxford Circus, for instance, and starts shooting indiscriminately, he's not well. He is not well. No, so that's what I'm basing it on. Yeah, sorry. Back to you, bro.
Okay. You did make an exception, and we won't go into that, but you did say about unless ideology is concerned, and I think that's a very good exception to make. And actually, okay, does it make any difference to hear then when he was shot dead, the police obviously quickly identified him, probably from documents on him, and they went to his home. Now, what they found was his wife was shot dead in her bed, and his mother was also shot dead. He'd shot them both.
Right.
Now, does that make any difference to what you're saying, or does that simply confirm your view that something clicked, as you said, that made him become irrational and violent? And does that make any difference, the fact that he killed his own family?
Well, like I said, we can't really draw a conclusion until we know the facts. So now that the facts.
The leader of our gang will make the show go with a bang and fund the aim of everything customers. And fund the aim of everything customers.
Now that the facts are getting clearer, I'm starting to have a different opinion on his. So there has to be a motive, because he's not just gone out there with a gun and started shooting random people. He started right in the house. It's like, I think there was a case in England of somebody that did something almost similar, not similar, but almost similar, and I think it was called Mort or something. I don't know if anybody remembers that. He shot a policeman in the eye. I think the policeman was dating his girlfriend or something, and then he went on a rampage and he shot the policeman, and then he went shooting random people. But that is a different case, isn't it? Because then he's probably done one thing, and then in a bit to cover up what he's done, he's then committed more atrocities. So that's different, isn't it? And now that we've been able to find out that he's actually killed his wife and killed his wife's mother, that changes things, doesn't it? So there's a motive there. And if all the people that he shot is women, then he has a problem with women then. But if he shot women and men,
yes, it was both. It was both. It wasn't just women he shot.
Yeah. So there you go. So yeah, there is punishment, but what sort of punishment could actually equal or compensate for the lives that he took? Nothing. His life is not.
Perhaps he should be. Would you lock him away though? Not necessarily in your view as a punishment, but to safeguard future people.
Yeah, well, the institution that he'd be in would be a secured institution, wouldn't it? I'm not just talking about somebody that goes to an institution where,
a walking center.
They can see a doctor and go, right, okay, see you next week, same time next week, Tuesday, that sort of. I'm talking about an institution where people of his sort are kept, where they can then assess him, or I'm not, I don't see a coming back from that. I don't see him rejoining the civilization anytime soon.
No.
I don't see him at all rejoining civilization, because he's broken. Whatever broke him, we don't know. I don't know what broke him, but he's broken, and he can't be fixed. He can only be managed securely.
So that is a form of punishment and safeguarding, really. What were you going to say, Dan? You were going to say something there.
Yeah, so, I mean, my opinion also changed, but it reverted more back to Emmy's original opinion, which is quite... so, going off...
Make the show go with a bang, and fund the aim of everything casters, and fund the aim of everything casters.